in a more vocabulary sense. So we provided some representative samples, and this is using their aesthetic, so their typography and their colors and guidelines. And then we built out the graphical implementation of this. So you can see the menu that was wireframed there earlier. Now you can see digitally. I'll point you to the footer because the footer was a great example of us, just one example of how we were able to take research insights and turn that into actual interfaces that met that user-centered design criteria I talked about. When we researched, we found out help was a big problem for them, right? The users just didn't understand how to use specific functions at specific times. So we took that idea and we said, why not dedicate the whole footer to helping users there and actually provide them contextual help based on whatever page they're on. So that's a good example of taking research and combining that into an actual interface. And then here is that mobile-first comp now expanded out so you can see the color provided in the graphs. And this is the view for a territory manager, which is essentially a salesperson. And so you can see the things they're most worried about to get in and get out: quota performance, their medical order performance, commission, and then a lot of the language you see below about exceptions to pre-qual plans are specific to Zoll that I'm just not going to have the time to get into here. But this is a way to really make sure that it was a really user-centered, research-oriented approach that was done in a mobile-first and responsive way. So the client was exceedingly happy with the solution. They're now doing implementation. We provide occasional guidance to them. But I want to talk to you about a couple of big takeaways that I hope you see from this. The first, doing application design using mobile-first and responsive web design requires extensive planning and thoughtfulness. It should touch everything. If you're going in, you're talking about responsive web design, and you're talking about it as a feature, as in the UI should look good on a tablet and a phone,